Hello. Hi, everybody. I almost was late because I got caught into working on the website. And I was like, oh my God, it's 4 minutes to noon. So I rushed in the craft room to start the live. So I hope you're doing good this beautiful Sunday. I don't know how it is where you are, but where I am, it's nice, sunny, and not very hot. So number one, I have to tell you that this pendant design, I did not come up with it. I've seen it in several spots on various Russian artists forums and websites like livemaster.ru or Kalinka Polinka RU. Hi Tina, hi Shirley. So I did not come up with it, but I thought it was just too pretty and cute and easy to make that you will like making it. And it's nice to do not just for pendants, but I think that it would be a nice design for Christmas ornaments as well. So as I said, you can start with just plain, you know, scrap clay, because it's going to be covered by mica powders. Bonjour, Balfe. Hi, Lawrence. Okay, I'm going to try and get not too close to the camera so I don't yell in your ears. I need to get my, okay, this is on the low. But yeah, I was happily working on my website. And it was a good thing that one of my cats started meowing for attention, and that's when I noticed the time. Okay, let me get this out of the way and grab a cutter. Now you can do this with any kind of shape. I'm going to just use a round one because it's easier. So I have my clay on the thicker setting. And I'm going to actually stack it once, just because it can get a little, you know, holy. That's why I call this thing holy moly, because it's very holy. And it's going to be a little bit reminiscent, if you remember when we did the Bonjour Delphine, hi Soile, hi Teresa. I don't know if you remember when we did the applique pendant. Some of you actually sent me quite a few nice photos of what you did. I remember yours, Lawrence, because it's going to be similar to that. And one thing I forgot to put in the necessary of materials was liquid clay, because we're gonna need that too. Let me say real quick in French. Donc, c'est pas un tuto, c'est comment faire ce pendant, et j'ai pas inventé ça, je l'ai vu dans plusieurs places, surtout sur les sites des artistes russes, et beaucoup de sites. Et je l'ai trouvé très intéressant. Et j'ai pensé que vous allez aimer le faire, parce que c'est pas joli seulement pour pendant, mais aussi pourrait être joli pour un ornement pour Noël. Another good news, I finally managed to do a carnelian. Now Teresa is going to be my my critic. It's got a little bit of placking, but it's going to be different in the tutorial. Bonjour, bonsoir Dominique. So what do you think, Teresa? Does it look good? It's translucent, but it's kind of hard to do it under the web camera. Haha, I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, finally we'll be able to do the Tuareg jewelry. So I'm going to, so I put this, it's thicker setting, and then it's stacked once. And then I'm going to just cut. Okay, this is very thick. Well, my hands are not working very good today. I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff. I caught up on some things, and some other things I wasn't able to do because I ran out of white, and I'm waiting for the mailman to come and deliver my white. I know, but you know, the thing is with placking is that it's uncontrolled. I don't mind placking when I can control it, because sometimes it's round, and when you get round placking in crystals that would get only straight line fractures, that's not nice, you know. So as I said, you can do this with a paintbrush handle, and you can do this with your bowl stylus. I will show you both because there was a time when I did not have any kind of bowl styluses. So I will do this with the bowl stylus, and I will do this with the paintbrush handle too. Now what we are going to do is to poke some holes in this. And we are going to poke them a little bit deeper than we did for the, and not so much deeper as rounder for the applique pendant. I think that the mailman might be here. And this time we are not going to crowd the holes one into the other. We want them to be very nicely defined. Don't make holes too big. Hi, Deborah. You know what? Let me get this close up so you can see better what I'm doing. Okay. For some reason on my screen, Hangouts, Google Hangouts mirrors my image, and I did not find a way to fix that. So you see how I'm doing this to make a very defined hole, as they won't be, as I said, they won't be as crowded as we did them for the applique pendant, because at that point the focus was on creating a net. This time the focus is on creating the holes, because we are going to populate these holes. Sounds weird, populating holes. Oh well, we will be populating them. Let me grab another one. You want different. Bonjour, Cécile. Bonjour, la coquette. Hello. You want different sizes of hole. You don't want them all to be the same. But don't go too small, because you'll see in a minute why you shouldn't go too small. Because we are going to populate them. Donc, on fait des trous. Mais cette fois, on ne les fait pas comme on les a fait pour ce pendant avec le appliqué, parce que lorsqu'on faisait le pendant avec les appliqués, on voulait obtenir un réseau que nous avons prélevé. Mais sur celui-ci, on va faire des trous et ensuite on va populer les trous. Je sais que ça ça a une étrange connotation, mais c'est ce qu'on va faire. Donc, so I'm trying to see the chat too, because for this I didn't have to remove my eyeglasses, so I'm good. So we make a lot of holes. Donc on fait un tas de trous, mais cette fois, vous ne les agglomérez pas un tout près de l'autre pour obtenir une déformation. Pas cette fois. Cette fois, on veut chaque trou d'être bien défini et rond. And don't do stuff around the edge. Ne faisez pas des trous autour du bord du pendentif. Oui, on va remplir les trous. get my... and it's fine if you don't have too many sizes, but try to get at least 2 sizes. And when there's something that happened, like it happened for me here, that one of my holes got deformed, you go back and you reform it. So I'll have to be careful here and place one that's not too big so it wouldn't deform the other ones. Donc, si vous voyez qu'un de vos trous a été déformé, vous allez vous le corriger parce qu'on veut tous les trous être jolis et ronds. On ne les veut pas déformés comme pour le pendentif avec l'appliqué. Et maintenant, on va prendre la poudre mica et la mettre ici. And now we are going to take some mica powder and use it. But try to use, as I said, it's a good thing to have at least 2 colors. Parce que, because it's nicer if you can do a shimmering type of design. And I think I used this one with liquid clay and I didn't wash it. Just a second. Let me see what else. Oh, I have, this one is also liquid clay. Okay, I have a good one here, relatively. Donc, j'ai dit qu'il est mieux d'avoir au moins deux couleurs de poudre mica pour faire des jolies iridescences. Le plus de couleurs de mica, le meilleur. Et à ce moment, vous voulez saupoudrer les trous. And you want first to mica powder the holes. First of all, make sure that the mica powder goes all the way in. And it colors the holes all the way, because that is the most important thing. You know what? You don't see a lot of color. Let me try and change get the color intensity a little higher. Okay, is it better? Oui, je mets dans les trous. So this, I get some. Vous voulez des couleurs très contrastantes. You want some colors that would be fairly contrasting to do this first mix. And as I said, you don't have to have a specific color of clay. If you want, you can use a specific color, but it's not necessary. Just make sure that your holes are all filled and colored with mica powders, because that's all that's going to be here. Eh oui, je suis. Eh bon. Okay, now I need to clean this a little bit. Just a little bit. And now it's going to come the big task of shaving this. I am going to try like this. If I can't, I'll have to get my jar. Et maintenant, vous devez... oh God. Comment est-ce qu'on dit ça, Cécile? Shaving. Je vais essayer de le faire comme ça. Si je ne peux pas, je devrais prendre mon bocal. Ah, bonjour Régine. Scalper, oui. Vous devez scalper et laisser seulement les trous. I see. I need to remove my glasses. I can. I can shave, yes. And try to shave fairly straight. But remove all clay that has mica powder on it. So only the holes with mica powders are left. I think I had something in here. This comes from finishing pieces for tutorials here, and sometimes there are little pieces of wire that I don't see, and they get mixed in the scrap clay. Donc, vous devez scalper toute la pâte qui a de la poudre mica. Donc, seulement les trous avec la poudre mica restent. J'ai une petite pièce de fil de cuivre ici, dans la pâte beurre. Okay, now at this point, you want to grab whatever you're going to bake it on. Merci, Tipounette. Tu dois t'en aller? So I don't want to go to the kitchen to grab something else, so I'll just get this one. Check once again the circle, because by this time you already deformed it. So do another cut. And then grab the circle and put it on the baking support. Okay, I think I'll have to get this up again. Okay. Now at this point, you might want to bevel, because see how it is all straight here. So you want to bevel it. Let me close my... Pas sur le bol nécessairement. J'ai pris le bol parce qu'il était ici et j'ai pas voulu aller dans la cuisine pour prendre un autre support à cuire. Mais vous voulez arrondir un peu les bords parce qu'ils sont trop droits. Et ça, c'est un pendentif que vous ne voulez pas mettre un lien autour. Vous allez l'utiliser comme il est. Avec du backing, bien sûr, mais pas... So this is a type of pendant that you don't really want to put a bezel around or edging. Of course, you can put some textured backing, but it's pretty as it is. You don't... putting a bezel around it will kind of take away the weirdness, if you want. Est-ce que c'est pas publié? Oh, avec votre concours? Now I'm going to tell you why I prefer to, generally speaking, why I prefer to bake on the bowl compared to baking on a, you know, like the bottom of a Coke can or beer can or a light bulb, because you can see here if you have any air pocket, because you know how bad it is, how it can deform your pendant when it's all baked. J'ai dit que moi je préfère cuire sur ce bol parce que différemment que sur le fond d'une boîte de Pepsi ou de bière ou pour un Cécile Lumi light bulb, on peut voir si vous avez attrapé des poches d'air ou pas. Oh, that's nice. Maybe you don't want to use it if the Mokumegane effect is pretty. And now we are going to get more mica powders, but this time you see how we have in some holes we have a color and in other holes we have a different color. Because the holes are already covered in powder, they will not get more powder. So we can use different colors of powders on the different colors of hole powders. Maintenant, on va mettre encore de la poudre mica, mais parce que les trous ont déjà de la poudre dedans, ils ne vont pas attraper. Prenez soin quand même. Donc, on va pouvoir mettre de la poudre mica d'autres couleurs autour des trous qui ont déjà une autre couleur de poudre mica. Of course, just take care, don't place it so you'd throw it in the hole. But use a different color than what's in the holes. This, honestly, this looks the best on black or on white. But as I said, it's a good way to use your scrap clay as well. And no, this is not all of it. There's more. Et non, ça c'est pas tout. Il y a beaucoup plus à ajouter. Mais non, tu peux pas penser ça. Parce que si tu penses, tu vas enlever les poudres. Sur celui-ci, tu seulement mets du vernis et c'est tout. I think I need some pink here. Let me grab some pink. Sorry, I felt the need for pink. I normally don't like pink, but this time I want some pink in here. Okay. Now, clean your paintbrush really good. Nettoyez votre pinceau. Et ensuite, faites un peu de nettoyage. J'ai mis du rose dedans ici. And just do a little bit of mixing on the edges where the colors are touching, so you don't have any bad spots. And then bring some mica powder all the way down, because otherwise you'll have the sides of your pendant without mica powder on them. Merci, Cécile. And now you can actually use your fingers too, because remember, as long as there's powder there, you won't leave any fingerprints. Vous pouvez utiliser vos doigts maintenant parce que s'il y a de la poudre là-bas, vous n'allez pas laisser des empreintes. So you see how the holes are a different color than the top. Oui, on peut le faire avec des fards à paupières. You can do it avec a shimmering eye makeup very easily. And you can get, I always said, if you look in my list of videos, there's a tutorial that shows how to make a steampunkish modern pendant without any kind of tools and materials, just polymer clay. And I am using shimmering eye makeup there. J'ai dit que si vous regardez dans ma liste de vidéos, de tutos, je crois qu'il y a là 2 mois et demi, quelque chose comme ça, il y a le tuto comment faire un pendentif avec aucun outil ou matériel, seulement la pâte polymère. J'utilise du fard à yeux, du fard à paupières nacré. Et vous savez, absolument pas de matériel ou d'outils qui sont caractéristiques pour la pâte polymère. Et vous pouvez trouver ce vidéo dans la liste. And you can find that one in the list. Now, one thing that we will have to do, number one, we'll make some little balls. That would be small enough to fit in the holes, but not big enough to fit in the whole hole. About half the size of those holes. Maintenant, on va faire des petites billes qui seraient petits, environ la moitié des trous. Ça ne donne pas le même effet, Valfé. C'est mieux avec du nacré. Mais tu peux le faire avec le pastel, ça, c'est pas de problème. Mais si tu le fais avec le pastel, comme j'ai dit, ça ne donne pas l'iridescence que tu obtiens avec les nacrés. C'est plus joli avec les nacrés. Et on va remplir seulement environ la moitié des trous. We are going to fill only about half the holes. At one point, it will be a little delicate, but I'm sure that you will say it's well worth it. Just make sure that your little balls don't have any folding lines. And of course, make them of different sizes because you have different sizes holes. Prenez garde que votre petite sphère n'ont pas des lignes. Et faites-les de dimensions variées parce que vous avez les trous de dimensions variées. Okay. 3 or 4 more. Oh, it's so much silence. Not even my cats are here. Okay, now for the next, what we need to do is get these out of the way a little bit. Get a few, 2 or 3 spots of mica powders on a paper napkin. Mettez un peu de poudre mica de quelques couleurs ou du fard à paupières sur une serviette à papier. Ah, j'ai mis un peu trop là-bas. There's a little bit too much there. Do you see where this is going? Est-ce que vous pouvez deviner où est-ce qu'on va avec ça? And then place a few of these in each color. And then just make sure they are all covered in mica powder. Faites sûr qu'ils sont couverts avec la poudre mica. Oui, roulez les billes dans la mica. Ou le fard à paupières, comme Regina said. And this is why I said I forgot to talk about to put on the list the liquid clay. Because this is why you need the liquid clay, because the hole is full of powder and the little bead is full of powder, so they will not stick one to the other. You need to have a little bit of liquid clay or bacon bond. Pas complètement, Régine, c'est ça la beauté. Pas tous les trous. Vous ne mettez pas ça dans tous les trous. So I'm going to take, the closest was bacon bond, but I told you the bacon bond or liquid clay, it's the same thing. But you'll need a little bit of it. And now I'm going to take off my glasses so I won't be able to see the chat for a little while. So gently grab one of the spheres, blow on it, gently dip just the end, and then this is a yellow, so I want, let's say, a red. Just put it in there, and then grab your ball stylus. Make sure that I get an adequate tip. Vous voyez, c'est ça. Now let's take a blue one. Place it. No, it's a little bit too much. It's a matter of hands, you know that. Okay, remember right now I cannot see the chat, so you'll have to wait until I put my eyeglasses back so I can see what you're saying. This is not big enough. Or put it here. Okay, I made the mess. I really need to trim my nails. Mm. C'est tellement de silence. Je devrais mettre de la musique. Pour des moments comme ça, quand je travaille et je vois pas la discussion, pour qu'on ne s'ennuie pas. Mais vraiment, je peux pas faire ça avec mes lunettes. Parce que ce sont des lunettes pour la distance et je vois pas. So I said I should get some music to have for times like this when I'm working and not talking, so we don't get bored. But we're almost done. One more. Oops. Mm. Well, where did we go? Mais t'as dit à 8 heures, Delphine? C'est pas 8 heures. C'est 7 heures. Okay. Maintenant, now let me catch up with the chat before I finish this. Where's my mouse? Oui, c'est de la pâte liquide, n'importe quelle pâte liquide ou du bacon bond. C'est 7 heures, pas 6 heures. Moi, je croyais que c'était 7 heures, 6 heures. Vous n'avez pas l'horaire d'été? So yeah, this is how it looks like. Ta-da! But see, that's why I said don't fill all the holes because it needs to look kind of holy still. And it's ready to be baked. And after baking, of course, you put some backing on it, or you can put a little bail here or just drill a hole. But you see why I said that it's pretty for a Christmas ornament as well, not just for a pendant. And you can do it for a bracelet too. Vous voyez maintenant pourquoi j'ai dit que c'est joli pour un ornement pour l'arbre du Noël. Mais tout dépend quelle couleur vous utilisez. Vous pouvez l'utiliser aussi pour un bracelet ou pour des boucles d'oreilles. Of course, you can use it for earrings and all kinds of other things. So it's not very hard to make. It's just a little tedious when you put the little balls in there. Oui, même une broche. Ou une barrette pour les cheveux. C'est mieux. Maintenant, vous ne devez pas nécessairement le faire en cercle ou dans un support bombé. You don't necessarily have to make it in a circle or on a domed surface. It looks prettier on a domed surface. And it's easier to work on a domed surface because the holes open up a little bit. But you don't have to. I mean, you can do it on a flat as well. Vous pouvez le faire sur une surface plate aussi. Oui, and it gives a very nice effect and it looks very elaborate when in fact it's not really. And the only tedious part is to put those little balls in the holes. But Now see why I call it holy moly, because it's like little moles there. Bon. Donc, vous voulez finir maintenant pour que vous pouvez aller voir Delphine's concours? So I guess we are pretty much done, unless you want me to get this to bake and then see me how I do the backing. It's all up to you. It's been an hour, almost. Unbelievable. Oui, tu peux mettre la résine s'il est plat, absolument. Mais tu peux mettre la résine sur ça aussi, c'est pas... you can put resin on domed things too. The only thing is that you don't dome the resin. You use a paintbrush. Maybe one of these days I should make a tutorial on how to use resin on domed surfaces. Peut-être un de ces jours, je devrais faire un tuto sur comment utiliser de la résine sur des surfaces bombées. Mais tu peux aussi utiliser le Kato liquide. You can also use liquid Kato, you know, and or the diamond, Judikins diamond glaze if you want it very, very shiny. And if you don't want it very shiny, if you want it to be like this, I would suggest Renaissance wax or Minwax satin. Donc, si vous ne voulez pas le faire le vernis très luisant, je suggère la cire Renaissance ou du vernis pour les Cécile, floors. Je ne sais pas comment dire du vernis pour le bois qui n'est pas luisant, vous savez, le maté one vernis, vous pouvez utiliser ça aussi. Mais là, la cire Renaissance est très très bonne pour des surfaces qui ne seraient pas très luisantes. But the Renaissance wax is very good for surfaces that you don't want to be very shiny. So I'm going to put this up to, you don't know floor? Oh, come on. I'm going to put it in the oven and I'll be right back. Nope, my white clay is not here yet. Oh. I got all kinds of updates here. Non, pas du tout. Donc, je vais faire le tuto pour le carnélien. I'm going to do the tutorial for the carnelian stone. So we can start doing that Tuareg jewelry. Because I finally was able to do it. I just had a lot of problems with it. It just kept getting opaque. I had to find the exact proportion of pigment to put in it so it wouldn't get opacified. And we'll go from there. But I think the carnelian came up pretty nice. And so the next will be another stone tutorial. And I'm also working on some stuff for the beginner area on my website. As I said, I was so caught with working on the website that I almost missed the beginning the live at the announced time. But I am getting there. And yeah, it's not such a big deal. And there's quite a difference between, I honestly found that it comes up better with Premo than with Pardo. I don't have translucent Cernit. But the colors mix much better and come up more carnelian looking like than with Pardo. Pardo is better than Premo for other stones, but not on carnelian. Or I did not find yet the proper pigment color. Even if I tried, it gets too pink. Now you definitely must not use the same colors as you use on Premo with Pardo when you're trying to get any type of translucent stone. So yeah, I still have this. I made this cane with my sponsors one evening when I was feeling like making a cane. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or just put it up for sale. I don't know if you can see it. I messed up when I cut it, number one. And I made some earrings with it. Bisous, bisous, Delphine. Hello, Lilou. Tu es encore trop tard. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Est-ce que tu travailles à cette heure? Oh, yeah, and I need to publish this because I finished it. I don't know if I told you, it's how to make a dragonfly stamp. It's all taped. I just need to put the sound on it. It's taped and edited. I only need to make the sound. Yes, exactly. Just placking issues, but it Primo works better with reds of any kind. It's easier to obtain it. With the Pardo, you need to keep mixing all kinds of greens and blues and browns to get the proper color. But yeah, see, and this is a. Let me see if I can make the camera focus properly. Because it comes up pretty nice when using it on clay. I'll show you. Even if I don't have any release, I'm going to put some release down because it's clay stamp, not and it works absolutely beautiful with the whatchamacallit, patina antiquing. Trying to get it to focus again. Okay. And when antiquing it, All you'd have to do is to use some turquoise-ish clay and just put a little bit of copperish mica powder or eye shimmer. But yeah, I need to just upload this. Get better. Yeah, you need to show me what you did during the live. Did you do one of those pendants as I was doing it? Ooh, my eyes are going wonkers. Oh, Sejoli. I can't wait. You need to send me some photos on Facebook so I can see what you did. Okay, this is cane scraps stuff. Also, I also use for backings. I just grabbed whenever I do anything that involves translucent. I do a type of stropel cane with it. And I even made the tile bracelet. I don't know if you watched one of Gail Thompson's recent tutorials when she kept trying to make Bonsoir Regine. She was trying to make that flame cane, and she made the tiled bracelet. And I actually liked it so much that I made one, but I have no idea what I did with it. It's somewhere here. I'm trying to organize all my pieces and get them photographed so I can upload them on the site. And I will soon do another destash. So keep your eyes open like I did the last time, you know, with several packages all for the same price, because I'm getting a whole bunch of other stuff in, and there will be some, as in the other one, some fake faux stones and all kinds of, yay, she did. And you did too, Tina? There'll be some faux stones, some various pendants, and maybe even some earrings, all kinds of stuff that are part of my experiments. Because I kind of need to start getting rid of more stuff again. You have to think that I have made almost, yeah, it makes a great animal print, definitely. You're still rolling balls. What was I going to say? Yeah, you need to think that I made almost 150 tutorials. Now, at least half of them were pieces. So that would be over 70 different things, right? And then you have to take into consideration. Good night, Cecile. Don't forget to send me the photo. And all the other experiments I had to do for the tutorial. So you can imagine I have a whole bunch of stuff around the house that from time to time I need to get rid of. And of course, I try to at least get the price of the materials of the clay that went for them. But I saw with my last destash that a lot of you kind of enjoy my destashes, and I'll have a whole bunch of beads again. So stones, beads, pendants, earrings, all kinds of stuff. So Should be about 5 more minutes for that thing to be. But you know, I kind of hate to keep you waiting, so I can post the piece once it's done, you know, so you don't have to wait until that thing is baked and then cooled off enough to put a backing on it. Unless you really want to see me finishing it. I'm waiting for the ding of the oven. I'm going to check on Facebook to see if she sent anything. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it should be just a little bit. Let me go check and see. I'll be gone for a couple minutes. Okay, I'm going to let you look at something pretty while I'm gone. Okay, good thing that I went because I had forgotten the oven for a hire for Pardo. Okay, so this is a bracelet I made that's actually with mica powder painting, if that makes any sense to you. I need to put the clasp here. I hope you can see the color differences. And it's a set bracelet and earrings. I need to put the fastenings and then to take photos and put it on the website. Show and tell, yeah. Yeah, hopefully. And it always, because when we did the applique pendant, we had a lot of photos, and actually I was blown away some of what some of the ladies came up with. It was beautiful as color combinations. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, and I will have to brush off my canes and put those on the store too, because I was asked about that as well. Oh, but you know, you should send me more photos. I really enjoy a lot when I see what you make, inspired by my tutorials. I always enjoy. I'm going to... Oh goodness, I need to make a... Somebody posted some beautiful lizards. Bonsoir, Valfe, a bientôt. Yeah, and the show and tell is always nice. Now, did you make yourselves a raspberry bead? Because remember how useful it is whenever you're trying to get the hammered clay look. It's better than any texture, honestly. I don't even remember where I got it, but I have several. Bonsoir Dominique, à bientôt. Oui, les adolescentes peuvent être très dangereuses quand elles sont affamées. I had some teenage stepchildren, and I know how bad it is when they are hungry. Bonsoir, Dominique. Yeah, and I excuse myself for being gone for a couple minutes, but remember that I need to move from time to time, otherwise I get stiff and I get in pain. Je m'excuse pour m'être allée pour quelques minutes, mais j'ai dit que si je suis dans la même position pour longtemps, trop longtemps, je commence à avoir beaucoup de pain. Pas de pain. Non, pas de pain. De douleur. Pain. I'm sorry. Je m'aide. Make what one? I missed that. To make what, Teresa? Oh, raspberry bead. No, I didn't show how to make one, but I explained how to make one. You make a bigger bowl about twice the size of a peanut, and then you make little bowls like the ones you just made for the pendant, and you just stick them on the bigger bowl. Of course, you put a little bit of liquid clay on the bigger bowl, and then you stick the smaller bowls, and then you bake it, and that's how you make a raspberry bead. I was thinking that I should make soon another, like I had that little tips tutorial. I should make soon another one. Okay, the oven dinged, so hold on, I'm going to get it out to let it cool off. No, no, Whisper, you're not going anywhere. Okay, pardon my oven rag. I brought you something else to show you. I showed my sponsor, but you'll find this soon on the store. Some of them are already finished, some are not yet. I made it both ways. I made some with the balls pre-baked, and I made some with the balls unbaked because somebody asked me to make them. Okay, so these are already made in earrings. And that's another one. They are getting all confuzzled here. I'm trying to get it out. Oh, come on. I think I need to do the camera by myself. There you go. And these are not yet with the, I still need to varnish them and put the earring findings on them. But yeah, and this is done. I always love, I like Gilder's wax paste better than the Inca Gold. Some people prefer the Inca Gold. I prefer the Gilder's wax paste. I think that it gives a more realistic metal effect than Inca Gold. Oh yeah, and I finally finished the little cherry flower ones. They are transparent and very, very delicate. Yes, they are resined on both sides. It's the same cane that I used, if you remember my spiral earrings. It's the same cane that I use for those ones. Only that this time is flat and on just on plain translucent. And this is actually Pardo. And whoever said that you cannot work Pardo without placking, was very, very wrong. You just need to know, of course, if the humidity outside is not over 75%, because if it is, just give up and try another day. Try and get it off. And it will cool off at this point more better than if it's off the support. I will make a tutorial at one point on resin. But in a lot of things, unless you want a pretty domed covering, Kato liquid does pretty much the same job as resin does. You know, and it's much easier to use on curved surfaces. You want me to show you a few bracelets done with Kato liquid that look like if they were resin? Give me a second and I'll bring them to you. Okay, so this is from one of the tutorials with one of the hidden magic mokumeganes. I need to put the, hi Sherry, I need to put the necklace together and finish the tutorial so I can post it. But this is Kato PolyClay. This is just one of my, it's also a set. But see, this is Kato PolyClay, and it looks like resin. And it's not that hard, Teresa. It's just, it takes a little bit of practice. It's actually, I find it easier to do than resin. Well, you came at the end, Sherry. Because it starts at noon Central Time. Okay, it's almost cooled, almost. Let me prepare my backing. I'm thinking if I'm going to use some other color or just this with the, you know what, I'll just use more scrap clay with the raspberry bead and some mica powder. Yeah, probably. All you need is to make sure that you get a good paintbrush, a good thick fluffy paintbrush, and you'll always have to keep it clean, and you clean it with alcohol. Okay, now this is fairly thick. I don't think I'm going to place, I need a thinner, because this was already twice the thickest setting. So I'm going to actually use the third thinnest setting. And let me grab some liquid clay. And I can actually make my life much easier and just cut this. If I remember what I did with the cutter. There it is. Well, I find it easier, Soila, and I remember that I have issues with my hands, so and especially with the twitching. I find it's much easier to use the Kato liquid than the resin. I would still use the resin, of course, if need be. But I find it easier to work with the Kato than with the resin. I know, but you know, in some things it's better, and in some things you need to use it because, for example, you cannot use UV resin with glitter very well. For glitter, you need either liquid clay or regular resin. So remember what I said about the raspberry bead being so good, you don't need texture sheets. And you can play with it even after you have already applied the backing on the piece. See? Makes a very nice backing texture for the backing. Okay, now remember that this is a little bit like this. It's not straight, so I'm going to follow the curve of the pendant when trimming the backing. See, I'm holding the blade following the curve of the pendant. I should remove my eyeglasses to do this, but oh well. And then I'm just using my little paintbrush to make sure that it's nice and well blended here. And get this to focus close so you can see better what I'm doing. And see, the beauty with placing raw polymer clay over baked polymer clay is right here at the edge. If you keep doing like this, it will automatically trim off the excess. See how it comes on the paintbrush handle? think I might have an air pocket here. No, I just missed it. Okay. And then I need a little bail. Whoops, are winning, huh? Although I want it like this. Yep, I forgot not this one. And this one, I need to clean that one. So yeah, this is very easy, and you saw how good that raspberry bead is for doing backings, because you can use it. You saw how I blended the backing to the rim. It does a great job. And now I'm just cleaning the paintbrush and getting over it to blend the colors. And then if I ever find my little stamp thing, I'll put a little stamp thing in there. Okay. And there we are. All nice and pretty and done. And I think I'm going to put Renaissance wax on this one because, see, the thing is that sometimes oh, tu vas le revoir, Sylvie. Sometimes when you place varnish that's too shiny, it will hide the details and the prettiness that's under the varnish. J'ai dit que parfois, si vous mettez un vernis qui est trop luisant, vous allez cacher les détails. Donc, je vais probablement utiliser la cire Renaissance sur ça. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's much easier. So see, this is a very simple pendant, and you saw it does, and you can do it with your eye makeup. You don't need all kinds of fancy. I'm just fortunate that that sponsor of mine, Chanel, she was so kind that she sent me so much stuff. So that's why I have so many mica powders now, because she sent me a whole bunch of them. So and see how pretty it looks when you mix the different colors. What did you retract, Deborah? So I'll have to just get it and bake. the backing, and then it will be ready to be put in a necklace. So I hope you enjoyed it, making the holy moly pendant. Oh yeah, it's excellent. I love the Renaissance wax. It's absolutely irreplaceable for whenever you don't want something to be very shiny. So I hope you enjoyed it. J'espère que vous avez aimé le fimoter avec moi dimanche. Okay. And I shall see you next Sunday. Don't forget that I post all kinds of updates on the Facebook page. And don't forget that I keep working on the Kalyana Design website, which is brand new. And I keep putting all kinds of goodies in there. And sometimes, I mean, soon you will find some videos there that you will not find. Even if they will be on YouTube, they will not be public on the YouTube channel. You will only be able to see them through my website. So keep checking. And thank you for being here with me today. And I hope you enjoyed and had as much fun as I had seeing this. Bye. See you next Sunday. Au revoir. On va se voir encore le dimanche prochain. Bisous à tous. Hugs to everybody.